What's up guys, Saxon Good Time Gaming, and today I'm coming at you guys with a new Update 100 build. This one is a sniper focused build, so we're going to be using sniper rifles and trying to build up a set of skills that are basically going to be very useful for a sniper and all sorts of snipery pursuits. So we'll run through the skills, we'll run through the weapons, we'll do a little bit of shooting, some action in there, and you guys will walk away with a brand new build and a new way to play. Let's get to it. Alright, let's start out by looking at the skills we're going to be taking here in Mastermind. We're going to go over here to Sharpshooter. We're going to take the first rank of Stable Shot to gain 8 weapon stability. We'll take the first rank of Marksman to gain 8 weapon accuracy with all SMGs, assault rifles, and sniper rifles fired in single shot fire mode. So with Sharpshooter, the only weapons that are going to be affected by this are your SMGs, assault rifles, or sniper rifles that are fired in single shot fire mode. So all the sniper rifles by default are single shot. For anything else, it's just a matter of whether or not you have the single shot mod put on it, or if you don't have the auto fire or single shot mod put on there, if you have it toggled into single shot. So that's the important distinction. Next up, we're going to ace or aggressive reload. It'll increase our reload speed by 15% for our weapons, and also make it so that any killing headshot will reduce our reload time by 40% for 2 seconds. This can only be triggered by SMGs, assault rifles, and sniper rifles fired in single shot fire mode. So that'll give us nice quick reloads on our sniper rifles, which can sometimes be kind of lengthy. And last but not least, we're going to take high value target. Basic version will make it so that enemies you mark take 15% more damage. The ace version will make it so that enemies you mark will take an additional 50% damage when further than 10 meters away. Now that says further. We all know it should be farther. It'll also increase the duration of marked enemies by 100%, and we can now mark them by just simply aiming at them with any weapon. So this is a skill that I would probably not take if I wasn't going for a specifically sniper themed build. It's not particularly useful. Keeping that in mind, you can only mark specials, so you can't mark regular cops, and if you're using sniper rifles, most of your shots are going to kill in one hit anyways, so it's kind of worthless. I would say worthless, but it's not the best use of points. Now, if you'll notice here, I have not taken ammo efficiency. Let me tell you what ammo efficiency does here, okay? Getting 3 headshots in less than 6 seconds will refund 1 bullet to your used weapon, okay? And can only be triggered by, the weapon types at this point. If you ace it, the amount of headshots required is reduced to 2. So basically, for every 2 headshots you get within 6 seconds, you get 1 bullet back into your gun. Now, I have a lot of issues with this, and I'll tell you kind of the main ones here. First off, that's a lot of points to spend, okay? If you're going to go for the ace version of this, then you're going to spend 12 points. And really all you're going to get is 1 bullet for every 2 headshots, but you must do it within 6 seconds. And yeah, it goes directly back into your, weapon, so you have ammo and you keep firing and stuff like that, but it just seems like a lot of points to spend on something kind of small. If this is like a tier 2 ability, or tier 2 skill, then I would say, yeah, it's probably worth it, go for it. You don't need to get headshots, unfortunately, because a lot of the sniper rifles, if you're playing on overkill, are just going to one-shot in the body anyways, and even on Death Wish, a lot of them will just one-shot with body shots. So you're not really having to really go for headshots to make the kills. So it just seems like a lot of points. If you really want to have a super sniper themed build, then you go ahead and ace this one, but I just feel like there's better ways to get ammo back, which we will get into. We're now an Enforcer. We will take Aced Underdog. Whenever we have 3 or more enemies within 18 meters of us, we'll gain 15% damage boost and 15% damage reduction that lasts for 7 seconds. Next up in Tank, we will Ace Resilience to gain 15% armor recovery rate and to reduce the visual effect of flashbang by 75%. We will take the first rank of Transporter to make it so that we can throw a bag to 50% farther. It says further. It should say farther. We'll take the first rank of Shock and Awe to increase our armor recovery rate by 25% for us and our crew members. And we'll take Bullseye Ace version to make it so that for every headshot we get within every 2 seconds, we get 25 armor back for that. So pretty sweet. And last but not least, we're going to Ace Iron Man to get 30% more armor and also unlock the ICTV armor. Now you might be wondering here why I'm opting to go for heavy armor versus, say, light armor. For one thing, the heavy armor is stable. It has a lot more steadiness. So if you get shot, you're not going to really have as much weapon sway or twitch. It's a fairly minor problem in this game. Good players can kind of work through it. But for everyone else, it might be a little bit problematic. So it's just kind of like eliminating one thing that might become a problem for you. And then second, if you have armor, you're going to be able to sit out there and shoot at people more, and then take cover whenever you actually need to, versus if you have, say, dodge, or you have a mix of dodge and armor, then you can only stay exposed for so long taking shots before you have to pull back and try and get some health back, try and get some armor regen. This way you can stay out more, you can kill more people, and then fall back a little bit, get some cover, and then get your armor back and get right back into it. We're going to take the ace version of Scavenger under Ammo Specialist. It will increase our ammo box pickup rate by 50%, and every 6 enemy we kill drops an extra ammo box. This goes back to helping us kind of manage our ammo, because sniper rifles don't tend to pick up a lot of ammo, so this should help with that. We'll ace extra lead to get 2 ammo bags and to increase the ammo in them by 200% each. We will take the first rank of Saw Massacre. We don't really need saws just to get us into the top tier. If you don't have any infamy points, you're going to have to put points somewhere else to get up there, but if you have infamy and enforcer, you can get there with this setup here. And last but not least, we will take Fully Loaded, which will increase our ammo capacity by 25%, which is good because sniper rifles don't have a whole lot of ammo to begin with. And furthermore, increase the amount of ammo we gain from ammo boxes by 75%, and we also gain a 5% base chance to get a throwable from an ammo box, which increases by 1% for every box that does not contain a throwable we pick up. So basically you pick up 75% more ammo than normal, you have 5% chance to pick up a throwable, so like a Molotov or grenade, whatever it is you're using, and then for every ammo box you pick up that does not have a throwable in it, it increases your chance by 1% for the next box. It keeps going until you finally get one, then it resets back to 5%. We're now over in Ghost. We'll take the first rank of Duck and Cover under Artful Dodger to make it so that our stamina starts generating 25% earlier and 25% faster, and we also sprint 25% faster. Take the first rank of Parkour to gain 10% additional movement speed and 20% increased speed while climbing ladders. Next up, we'll go over to Silent Killer and take the first rank of Second Wind. When our armor breaks, our movement speed increases by 30% for 5 seconds. Not really that important of a skill, but kind of useful since we have heavy armor. So whenever armor does break, we can get back into cover more quickly. We will ace the Professional to gain 8 weapon stability and 100% snap to zoom speed with silenced weapons. We'll also gain 12 weapon accuracy with silenced weapons. We will ace Specialized Killing to get 15% more damage twice. And we will ace Unseen Strike, which will make it so that if we do not lose any armor or health for 4 seconds, we gain a 35% critical hit chance that will last for 18 seconds, which is pretty freaking sweet. Alright, so at this point, we have our skills run down. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy to get through there. I have 6 points left with how I kind of have my stuff set up right now. As far as what I would probably take with that, a little bit of a toss-up. I think I'd probably go here with Parkour. Acing Parkour makes it so I can sprint any direction, and also, more importantly, I can run and reload. So if I'm running back to cover, I can reload my sniper rifle. Sniper rifles, like I said, kind of have a long reload time, depending on which one you're using. So being able to get that reload a little bit quicker while also running is definitely a big positive as far as I'm concerned. And then for my last 2 points, I'd probably go maybe Steady Grip, 8 weapon accuracy, and that. Doesn't really matter. But that is the basic right there. Like I said, if you really want to take ammo efficiency, you can. But to me, it's just a lot of points. And, you know, if you can't get those 3 headshots within 6 seconds, or if you can't get 2 headshots within 6 seconds, you're just wasting 12 points on something. I'd much rather just go ahead and get Fully Loaded under Enforcer over here, because that's not something I have to really care about or think about, you know. I'm just going to kill people, pick up ammo. I get more ammo than what I would normally get. I can store more than what I would normally get. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about, you know, okay, I just got a headshot, I need to get another one, quick. Okay, got one. Okay, I got a headshot, okay, I need to get another one, quick. Okay, got it. You know, it's not something I have to worry about. One less thing to worry about, one less thing to think about. Alright guys, so now as far as sniper rifles go, you are probably wondering which one you should bring. Well. Really, we have 6 that are really worth considering bringing here. If you look at this though, we actually have 7. I'm not counting the Thanatos in this because it's kind of in a category of its own. This is one that you really would only use for Death Wish, and even then it's a lot of damage and it's kind of ridiculous. This is just overkill for regular cops. It's not one that I really use ever at all. I just find it to be too much damage and kind of unruly to use anyways. You can use it if you really want to, but it's not one I'm really going to be covering with this video. I'm going to be looking more at the other ones. So my personal favorite when it comes to sniper rifles is the R93 sniper rifles. That's what I'm going to kind of be comparing everything else to. Now you see here I have all 6 of the other sniper rifles purchased. I have them all modded with a barrel mod, a stock, and then a laser sight. Okay, I do not have any other scope on it. So whatever the default scope is what's on there. Okay. So see here with the R93 sniper rifle, our base damage is 367.2, we have 100 accuracy and 48 stability. Magazine size is 6, and we have 38 total ammo. Now immediately comparing it to the Platypus 70 sniper rifle, you can see it's pretty close. The Platypus picks up a little bit higher rate of fire, has 2.7 more damage, Same accuracy, it loses 8 points in stability. It also has 1 less bullet in the magazine, which is kind of a big deal to me because I just like that 6-shot magazine a lot. 5 does not seem like quite enough. But the Platypus is good, it's serviceable. It's also the only sniper rifle available if you do not have DLC. So if you don't have any DLC content, this is the only sniper rifle you have available to you. It's not bad by any means, but it's not the one that I prefer to use myself. You can kind of see it in action here a little bit. It's okay. Not bad, not good. You know, it just works. Pretty close to the R93, but matter of preference for me. Next up we have the Nagant sniper rifle. This is part of the Gauge Historical pack, which is a pretty old pack at this point. Again, you can see it's pretty close to the R93. The damage is the same, accuracy is the same. It has 12 less stability though, and it has 7 less ammo and 1 less bullet in the magazine, but it has a little bit higher rate of fire, which is not really that important for a sniper rifle. It's not going to be rapid firing it. So again, doesn't really win out over the R93 for me, but it's one that's kind of cool. You actually attach a bayonet to it, so if you use just the regular like fist, regular fist mod, like the regular fist weapon, it'll actually do a little more damage and knockdown. I still prefer to use the taser, to make more sense, but that option is there if you want to like role play as like a World War I or II soldier. You know, it's there. Next up is the Repeater 1874 sniper rifle. Okay, anyone that knows me knows that I hate the Repeater. I hate it. I can't stand it. It reloads 1 bullet at a time. It's, to me, not that great of a weapon. Some people just swear by it and they absolutely love it. I'm not one of those people. I think it's annoying. The weapon sway on it whenever you fire is ridiculous. It's kind of unruly and difficult to use, I feel like. It's just not that good of a weapon. So you can see here, though, comparing it, we're kind of in a different category of sniper rifle. So you see with the last ones, they all had the same approximate damage, 367. We're now in a category that has 211.9 damage, so that's what the Repeater has on it. Has 100 accuracy, has 4 points higher in stability, given to 52, and also gains bigger magazine, total ammo, and rate of fire versus the R93. So kind of in a different category at this point. We now have the Rattlesnake sniper rifle, which again you can see 210.6. The Repeater is 211.9, so pretty close with those two. Rattlesnake has 100 accuracy, 64 stability, 60 rate of fire, 50 total ammo, and magazine of 10. So a little bit bigger magazine. You're sacrificing quite a bit of damage though to get that magazine size. And last but not least, we have the Lebensager 308. So again, 210.6 damage, 56 stability. It's a little bit more concealable, which is kind of weird. It has 10 concealment. Has a rate of fire of 120, so it's actually the fastest firing sniper rifle out of all of them. So that's a good thing to know there. 50 total ammo and a magazine size of 10. When it comes to the stronger, more higher damage sniper rifles, I prefer the R93. Definitely, no question about it. Great weapon. Just beautiful weapon. When it comes, though, to the higher magazine ones with the lower damage, higher rate of fire, I prefer the Lebensager 308. So I have the new skin pack that came out with the biker heist. I got this like on the Steam market for like 10 cents. It was amazing. I could totally justify paying 10 cents for a skin. I don't know about you guys. But anyways, that's a different video. That's a different day. So yeah, I like the Lebensager 308 and the R93. You do have a couple other options, so if you don't really want to use a sniper rifle technically, you can use the M308 rifle. Just make sure that it's in single shot mode. You can see I've modded mine up fully here. It has 214.6 damage, 100 accuracy, 72 stability, magazine size of 10, 88 ammo, and 706 rate of fire. So a totally different weapon. Keeping in mind though that thing will not penetrate shields. So this is not a shield penetrator at all. So sorry guys. And of course you can also do a DMR kit on say the CAR 4 or the AK or the AMR, whatever you want to do here. I've modded my CAR 4 here to have 218.7 damage, 100 accuracy, 64 stability, which is pretty damn good. 34 bullets in the magazine, total ammo size of 75, and a rate of fire of 600. So pretty serviceable weapon there. Pretty good weapon. A little bit overkill. I slapped a ACOG on it. So that's also an option too. And of course there's also the Thanatos, which is again its own little category of just destruction. Because that motherfucker does 3,807 damage and 100 accuracy. Like, that's just insane. Who needs that? Who needs that much damage on a freaking sniper rifle? Not me, guys. Not me. Alright, guys, perk deck time. When it comes to perk decks with this build, you can pretty much do anything you want here. If you are poor, or you don't want to spend money on DLC, you can totally roll with, say, the muscle or the armor perk deck. The Muscle one's kind of interesting. So with that one, all firearms you have a chance to spread panic among your enemies with disturbing the peace here. And then enemies that are, you know, freaking out are going to just like sit there and cower. You can do that with your sniper rifle, so that's something that you can do to get a little bit of extra control on enemies. Okay, well, you also get a lot of health with muscle and also health regen, so that's pretty good. You can go with armor if you want to, since you already have the ICTV, add some armor onto it. Totally an option. You could go Hitman, that way your armor regenerates faster and quicker and you don't have to stay out of the fight so long. You could go Gambler if you want to, that way you get a little bit extra health back, a little bit extra ammo, help your teammates, you could do that. My preference though for this build is actually Biker. That's the most recent pack. Kind of like a complicated pack, you don't really understand what's going on there. Every time you or your crew kills an enemy, you will gain 5 health and 5 armor. This can't occur more than 10 times every 25 seconds. And then furthermore with that, if you are missing health, so every 10% health missing will increase the amount of armor you gain from kills by 1. And then also with that though, every 10% armor missing will increase the amount of health gained from kills by 1. So it kind of balances out your health and armor based on what you need more at the time. It's a pretty reliable perk deck too. I mean, you don't really have to go for headshots, you don't have to go for anything in specific, just kill people with it. You have the option, you could use Anarchist. I've tried Anarchist with this before. I would not do the ICTV armor though. I would actually go back in here and probably go ahead and take those points out. Keep the basic version so you have 30% more armor and then put those 8 points somewhere else. Because the ICTV just regenerates armor way too slow. And I'd use the Heavy Ballistic Vest if I was going to do Anarchist, and then maybe put points in Die Hard there, which will give me a total of 296.4 with Anarchist. And of course, bearing in mind with Anarchist, every kill I get is going to give me back armor, and then if I get a headshot, I'm going to also get back my shield with that as well, since we have Bullseye. So that's the second option if you want to do a lighter armor, you don't want to do the ICTV. But I'm feeling the ICTV with this build. When it comes to your secondary, you can pretty much pick anything you want to there. Keep in mind it has to be single shot mode, so you're going to be restricted to using your submachine guns here. You could use pistols, but it wouldn't really make any sense with this kind of skills we've taken. So you can use anything you want here, really. If you want something that's more snipery looking, then you can probably go with either the Krinkov or the Para submachine gun. That one can be kind of modded to look like a longer rifle. The Krinkov can kind of be like a somewhat of a sniper rifle too. Another good option is actually the CR805B. This is a new one. It just recently came out with a biker pack. This is the one I'm actually using with my build, and it's pretty fucking amazing. So you can see mine here. I've modded it out. 34 magazine, 113 ammo, rate of fire 750, 106.6 damage with that bitch. 96 accuracy, 96 stability. This thing just wrecks people. Like it's strong enough to be a primary, to be quite honest. It's very good. I've had the most luck with this one. You could also do the cross vertex, just make sure you have it in single fire mode. But like I said, anything you really want to with the secondary is good, as long as it's in single fire. And should be sticking to submachine guns if you're using these skills I've kind of lined out in this video. So if you have the DLC, CR805B is definitely my first choice. Second choice would be the Krinkov submachine gun. The Krinkov is very comparable. It's very strong. I'll go ahead and mod one out here and show you guys real quick. Alright guys, so I've modded out my Krinkov submachine gun. Keep in mind, of course, I have all the DLC, and I am using some DLC mods with this. I have 106.6 damage and 100 accuracy and 100 stability. Magazine size of 34 here. So if you guys have a little bit of DLC, you can make a really, really stupid good secondary out of the Krinkov here. It's a good one anyways, but this is also a very good replacement if you don't want to use the CR805B. Matches it on damage, and it's pretty much identical in terms of accuracy and stability. So bear that in mind, guys. Alright guys, that about brings us to the end of this build video here. I will have a link to the build in the comments below, so feel free to check that out so you don't have to like sit there and try and write down everything that's in each section of the build. This is actually a build that was requested by Ivel, or Ivel, not sure how to really say that, but thank you for requesting that, bud. I would never have thought to have done a sniper build, so I think that's kind of a good idea. There's some parts of this build that I wouldn't normally use, I would say, because I'm really like, I'm a little OCD whenever it comes to making builds. Like everything has to be perfect, every point has to be spent just the right way to kind of like maximize the amount of benefits I'm getting. So like there's some stuff I wouldn't get in here, like the whole marking enemies and getting 15% more damage on them. I probably wouldn't take that in most builds, but you know, we're going to put that to the side. This is a sniper build, we're going to try and snipe with it. That's the focus, and that skill makes sense in this build. So let me know what you guys think of this video, what you thought of all my build videos so far, if there's a certain build that you're using that you like quite a bit. The next build I'm going to do, I think, is going to be a armor or tank build. One of the other subscribers has suggested that and asked for that. And there's also a build I wanted to do using the flamethrowers. I'm not sure if that's going to be the same one or a different one, but I have a couple other things in mind I'm doing. And then also a C4 type build, and then a domination cop build, which might be the same one. So be on the lookout for that, guys. This is Zach saying a good time gaming. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share if you like anything you saw today. And remember to always have a good time gaming.